Good evening. I'm Dr. Tammy Strobel, Deputy Superintendent of Tri-County Tech. From our Board of Education, educators, family, friends, and our distinguished graduates, I am delighted to welcome you to Tri-County Tech's commencement ceremony. Today's event honors our outstanding graduates for successfully completing the requirements of their program. I extend my warmest congratulations to all of those receiving certificates today and acknowledge all of you that supported them along the way. Thank you for being here today, for all the friends and families that are here. And for those that could not be here, you can watch it via video later. Thank you for the encouragement that you offered, and in many cases for the sacrifices that you made so your student could be successful in their program. I would now like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Corinza Kester, our Chief Instructional Officer.
Thank you, Dr. Strobel. What an honor and a privilege it is to be standing in front of you for our 2021 graduation ceremony. 2 years ago, our ceremony was canceled due to flooding. Last year, we were learning how to live with the pandemic, and this year we began the school year anticipating the possibility of having to go virtual at any moment. With the cooperation of our students and educators, we survived this year, masked up, but in the classroom. I know you all agree with me that we're very grateful for the opportunity for in-person instruction and for in-person graduation. At this time, I would like to ask you to rise for the processional, and please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance immediately following. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Tonight is indeed a very important evening for not only our students, but also for the parents, spouses, children, family, and friends who have helped our graduates get to this point in their lives. Helping us celebrate this evening are members of our Tri-County Tech Board of Education, Mr. George Halkiadis, and Dr. Gil Greenwood. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Tri-County Tech's Superintendent and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Lyndall Fields.
Thank you, Carenza. Good evening. Welcome to Tri-County's 52nd commencement ceremony. You know, as I think about it, this is actually our 53rd. We had a 52nd about an hour ago. Over the years, thousands of students, just like yourself, have crossed this stage. They're living in all walks of life. Successful dental hygienists, nurses, doctors, cosmetologists, welders, and everything in between. Like you, they entrusted their hopes and dreams to Tri-County, and we're so glad you did too. You know, tonight would have been our 54th commencement, but as Carenza mentioned, the last two were canceled. Some things are out of our control. A flood, a pandemic. Knowing when things are out of our control, well, that's wisdom. Spending time and energy on things we cannot control, well, that's foolish. And while some things are out of our control, we always have a choice. And that's what I want to talk to you about tonight. Some choices, well, they're easy. What am I going to wear today? What am I going to have for breakfast or lunch? What am I going to do this evening? Watch TV, play video games. Some choices, well, they require a little more thought. Am I going to ask that person out on a date? Am I going to walk for graduation tonight? Some of you actually thought that was a choice until your mother found out about it. That was out of your control. Other choices, well, they carry more weight. Choosing a job, a partner, deciding to go to school, or deciding to go back to school as an adult, like so many of you chose to do not so long ago. I can envision how the conversations might have gone. A young family sitting around the dinner table talking about a better life and how that could happen. Perhaps one of us could go back to school, get an education so we can get a better job and we don't have to live just making ends meet. But how can we afford it? Do we have the time? Do we have the audacity? But somewhere along the way you made a choice, a very bold choice. Some of your classmates, they made a similar choice, but they also made the choice to stop at some point. Hundreds of others filled out that initial application, the same application that you did, but they didn't follow through. They're not here tonight. The decision to invest in yourself may well be the most important decision we can make. Many of you I know were full of fear and anxiety. You may have been downright terrified. Perhaps your educational experiences hadn't been that positive in the past. You had self-doubt. You wasn't quite sure if you could do it or not. But you're here. And the decision to be here, the decision to attend Tri-County, will give you choices throughout your life, choices that will lead to opportunities. Those opportunities will no doubt lead to successes and ultimately help you acquire the life of significance that we all dream of. And that, my friends, is why we do what we do at Tri-County, to help you realize your hopes and dreams. So I want to congratulate you all and say thank you, most importantly, to those that supported these students to get here tonight. Many of you, thank you, young man. Many of you supported these students financially, emotionally. Perhaps you watched the kids, made dinner, bought dinner, and everything in between. If you had somebody in your life like that, say aye. Of course you did, and you wouldn't be here without them. Let's give those friends and loved ones a hand this evening. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I also want to give thanks to the state of Oklahoma. This year we had a bold idea, a unique idea for uncertain times. We rolled out this thing called Skills to Rebuild, and the state found it fitting to fund Skills to Rebuild that provided an education for many of you here tonight, tuition-free education, the first time in the state of Oklahoma. And it was a success because you're here tonight. Many others benefited from a very, very generous foundation, a foundation that is funded and fueled by the educators that are here tonight, educators who give of themselves and their finances so that many of you can have the education that you so desire. Tri-County educators, thank you all for your generosity. We appreciate you. Graduates, we're proud of you and can't wait to see what the future holds. There will certainly be ups and there will be downs, but because of your choice to get an education, I can assure you that you will have more ups than downs. So as we celebrate tonight, we do so in honor of you and the choice you made. And just as importantly, we celebrate the success that is sure to come because of the choices that will come to you in the future. Congratulations, graduates. We're so very proud of you.
Thank you, Mr. Fields. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our students and guests who are actively serving in the military or who are a veteran of our armed forces. Will you please stand so we may honor you? Please welcome Dr. Dennis Grover, Director of Instruction, to the stage to recognize our candidates for Student of the Year, followed by the conferring of the diplomas.
Each year, Tri-County Tech selects one adult and one high school student of the year to be recognized for their outstanding work ethic and volunteer efforts. These students are selected from our Student of the Month recipients. If you were recognized as a Student of the Month this year, please stand to be recognized. Please join me in congratulating all these outstanding students. Thank you, students. You may be seated. Tri-County Tech's High School Student of the Year, Maddie Wright, a senior from Nowata High School and a student in our Medicine and Biosciences program, and our Adult Student of the Year, Lacey Calhoun from the Cosmetology program, were recognized in our earlier ceremony. These students were presented $500 scholarships provided by the Downtown Bartlesville Kiwanis Club. And now for the conferring of the diplomas. By the power vested in me by the State Board of Education and the Tri-County Tech Board of Education, I verify that the graduates about to be presented have demonstrated competence in their program areas and will soon meet the requirements for graduation.
Please welcome Dr. Jason Godfrey, Student Services Director, and Dr. Dennis Grover, Director of Instruction, for the presentation of the 2021 graduates. The faculty, staff, administration, and Board of Education will now present the 2021 graduates of Tri-County Tech. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Dental Hygiene, instructors Lydia Snyder, Tammy Golden, and Abby Gustafson. Morgan Curtis. Jamie Quillen. Rachel Dunaway. Madeline Sandlin. Lauren Miller.
CompTIA Fundamentals A+ Network Security, Jeanette Slater. Jessica Hall. Daniel Dakey. Jake Timms.
Machine Tool Technology Flex instructor James Cowan. Shane Nix. Edwina Lowe. Josh Teeley. Jason Conti.
Emergency Medical Technician, Chris Doherty, Don McCorkle. Sarah Hess. Caitlin Mixon. Jamie Pinkerton. Courtney Whitchurch. Megan Fosnight. Jolene Band. Andrew Mack. Dakota Fugate. Ryan Kuiper. Cassidy Hood. Deanna Standridge. Troy Alexander. Bradley Cooper. Raj Sandhu. Cassandra Goodell. All right, Colton Williams. Braden Wano. Mike Bollinger. Jewel Kowalczyk. Kayla Clemens. Amanda Testa. Cassandra Atkins. Caitlin Elzia. Elizabeth Gibson.
Accounting instructor, Dr. Beverly McAnally. Taylor Potts. Annalie Columbia. Rebecca Adair. Stephanie Millard. Ruthie Huff.
Practical nursing. Instructors David Guy, Debbie Allen, Christina Burchett, Melody Donnell, Jessica Guest, Melissa Loveridge, and Kathy Zeller. Victoria Stover. Casey Wiswell. Trinity Baumgartner. Celine Bullock. Cassidy Mandershine. Mariah Hagabush. Samantha Beeson. Hannah Snellbaker. Jessica Hip. Teriyaki Powell. Suzanne King. Jennifer Tom. Bailey Van. Paige Knight. Bonnie Fiore.
Welding Applications Flex instructor, Leon Peck. Timothy Rail. Michaela Romay Kaczynski. Vanessa Hill. Robert Hill.
Medical office coding with Brandy Peace. Sherry Campbell. Stephanie Bradshaw. Shauna Walker. Rita Windsor. Carolyn Powelson.
Medical office specialist instructors, Brandy Peace and Jennifer Medina. Cindy Ammerman. Joanne McWilliams. Jerry Lindley. Nicole Kramer. Christian Cummings. Lillian Crook. Sierra Hedrick. Ashley Anderson. Carissa Leonard. Darian Jackson. Christina Goodman. Tammy Moberly.
And now, please welcome Dr. Jason Godfrey to the stage for the changing of the tassels.
Students, please stand. On behalf of your instructors and the Tri-County Tech administration, it is my honor to have you move your tassels. I present to you the 2021 graduates for Tri-County Tech.